Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I have another Q&A, as I usually like to do. So, not much of an introduction needs to be said really, so let's get right into it. I'll try to keep it around 20 minutes. I have 83 questions and I'll probably have around 55 after this, so definitely ask me your questions if you have any. Link to my Ask FM will be in the description below. No sign up required, just ask the questions, send it, and it's pretty much done. Now, a lot of people were kind of confused. They were asking me how they know their questions were sent. When you send the question, it'll disappear and it shows up into my feed right here. But I'm the only one that can see it until it's answered, and then it shows up for you guys to see. But that's how that works out. So if anyone's confused, just a little quick, word on that, I guess. But let's get right into it. What attacks are you looking forward to in Xenoverse? A follow-up question, why the Blue Hurricane attack? Well, the Blue Hurricane attack from Burter is definitely one I'd love to put on my created character. And if you guys seen my video Burter Ball Z, where I kind of made fun of that attack in a way, it was more of an inside joke video between me and my buddy Phil. That video is pretty funny, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below if anyone hasn't seen it, but I'm sure a lot of my subscribers have already, at least most of the ones that watch the Q&As. But the Blue Hurricane attack definitely would be something I'd love to put on my character. I don't see why it wouldn't be in Xenoverse. But definitely the Big Bang Kamehameha, I would love to put that on my character. But I'm looking for that red 10 times Kamehameha from Goku, man. I love that attack. I need that. They haven't shown that as far as I know, so I really would love to see that attack in Xenoverse. Do you think Frieza and Goku will be friends? We'll be friends by the end of the next movie. Yeah, they will, because Goku will forgive him and Frieza will turn into a good guy. It's pretty obvious that that's what Toriyama's going for. You can also see Illuminati triangle in that trailer if you look close enough, so that's definitely something to keep an eye out for. Where did Gohan's mystic abilities go? Okay, I know this one is from my buddy Phil. I know it because he would always make fun of me when I said I was doing a theory on that, and he always said how dumb it was. But you know what? I made a theory video. You guys probably already saw it. It's very recent. I made a theory video. It was more of a discussion and a leaving it up to you guys to talk about in the comment section, which you guys already know about. But he always made fun of me. And you know what? It had some weight to it, that topic. Maybe it wasn't true. Maybe it is. There's really no hardcore evidence, but it was definitely an interesting topic that I haven't really heard anyone talk about. So I really wanted to get that out there. So you know what, Phil? Go fuck yourself. He's probably not going to watch this. He'll skip to like, he'll probably watch like 10 seconds and then click off. But you know what? That's Phil for you. He'll be on the channel more. I'll try to get him in more videos if any of you guys like Phil on here. I like to do videos with him. Who's stronger, Android 17 or 18? Android 17 is a little bit stronger. It's stated so. How would Batman prep for the Cell games? I imagine in a similar way that Hercule would, or Mr. Satan, whatever you want to call him. I go back and forth with the names. Not in the sense of he wouldn't train at all. I mean, you know, he would do a lot of martial arts training. We saw that in some filler with Mr. Satan, so I think he would do it similar. I'm not too familiar with Batman's training process. I'm not a huge comic book guy, and the movies, obviously, the new films don't really show too much of all that stuff. If Captain Ginyu switched bodies with a fused person such as Gotenks, what would happen after 30 minutes? Now, I think I saw this asked on Black and Fist's Q&A when I was watching it. And I think what he says is that he thinks they would go brain dead when they split. And you know, I'd have to agree. That actually is something that I hadn't thought of. So that's definitely something that I would think would be a possibility. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. They would just be two brain dead individuals, and then Gotenks would be in Ginyu's body, you know, going and doing whatever. But yeah. Who's stronger between GT Gohan or Teen Gohan? And Base Gotenks or Majin Vegeta? Do you think that Piccolo or Gohan will have a massive cool moment in Katsu no F. Wasn't this already asked, I thought? I thought it was last week. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was, but I'll just answer it again just in case it wasn't. GT Gohan or Teen Gohan? Definitely GT Gohan. Base Gotenks or Majin Vegeta. Now, I think this specific part right here was asked, and I think I said base Gotenks, but I'm going to change it and say probably Majin Vegeta, unless you're talking about post-training Gotenks, like right before he fought Super Buu. I think that base Gotenks could probably hold his own with Majin Vegeta. I'm not, because a Super Saiyan 2 is a big difference between a base form, even though it's a fused character. It's really hard to judge that, but I think that Gotenks might, just in terms of his unique techniques, like the Galactic Donut, and obviously the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which I don't think he even used in his base form. I think he was only Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 3 when he used that attack. So I'm going to give it to Gotenks just for safety purposes, I guess, because I'm not really sure on that one. Do you think the Piccolo Gohan will have a massive cool moment? Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that question was asked, so whatever. I'll answer it again. No big deal. I remember when you had just 7 subscribers and now you have like 400. How do you feel about this? Well, I can tell that you're definitely a loyal subscriber of mine. If you've been here since, you know, around 7 subscribers, that's pretty awesome, and I'm very grateful for that. But, you know, like I've said this before, I wasn't a huge popular guy in school, so having, even though it really isn't if you compare it to any other YouTube channels really, but consider I've only done this for about 6 months now, I'm at 444, I think, subscribers at this time. I feel pretty good about that. I know people that have been doing YouTube for a couple years and have like you know, quite a few less subscribers than me. I won't name any people, but it's just how it is in, you know, the YouTube world, and you gotta try to, it's really all about luck and doing things that you think people are gonna actually watch and trying to keep on some of the trends, you know, like all this Xenoverse stuff. I know I probably would have more if I've kept up with more Xenoverse stuff, but I'll let Rhyme Style and, you know, all those YouTubers like Thundershot and Omega Pro handle most of that. I do put out news when I see it, but some of the other stuff I don't really touch up upon, like all the dissecting of it. Maybe I should, maybe it would help me if I did that, but, you know, I like to keep it what I've got right now. I think I've got a pretty good setup for this, you know, place and time, I guess. But I feel pretty good about having the amount of subscribers I have, because it really is, you know, because the average video I get will get around 150 views or more within, you know, about half a week, and that's like 150 people that come to watch me, 150 fans. And if you want to say the whole 444 are my fans, then fine, but, you know, not all of them are going to be watching my content all together at the same time, because then I would have 444 views on every video like once a week or whatever. But, you know, I have like hundreds of fans basically, and that's really is awesome, and hopefully I can get thousands within the next year, but we'll see. It really does mean a lot, because you guys really are coming out just to see what I say, and I talk a lot, an absolute lot. You guys have probably noticed that I talk so much, and a lot of people didn't like that when I was growing up, so it's definitely cool to see people that actually appreciate it. But yeah, that's really it for that question. I kind of go into greater detail in my looking back at 2014 video that I did. It was like half an hour long. Who is stronger, Jace or Burter? I gotta give it to Burter. Burter, man, he's the Blue Hurricane. He's so fast in like Raging Blast 2 and the Tenkaichi style games. Man, he's overpowered. But honestly, if they actually did have a real fight, I think Jace probably could win, because he seems to be pretty, I guess, based around the energy attacks, and those are the most effective things in Dragon Ball generally. So I'd probably give it to Jace, but I like Burter is my favorite member of the Ginyu Force, so gotta give it to Burter, just as a fanboy, I guess. Is your dog bigger than a human child? Yeah, actually. She's pretty big, but, I mean, she's not huge, but, I mean, she could probably kill a baby. That's next question.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
I hope that answered your question. Do you believe Broly's death in the first movie was a cop-out? And if so, do you believe it? If the fight had been in the show, he would have beat the Z Fighters. I don't know if it's necessarily a cop-out. A lot of people don't understand what the ending was. And when he got the energy from the other Z Fighters, Goku, he hit Broly in that spot that Broly was stabbed in as a baby. So, I mean, that's a factor playing. I mean, obviously Goku wouldn't have known about it necessarily. So, it is a cop-out in a way. But, you know, it was their own fault for making Broly so strong compared to everyone else as it was. And I do want to do a video in the future discussing Broly's strength, because there has been a lot of talk recently, and I was talking to someone on Twitter, Black Super Saiyan. He knows what I'm talking about. There's been a lot of confusion about Broly's power level with the Daizenshu listing him like, I think they listed him above a Super Saiyan 3 or something like that. I'm not positive, but I want to do a video. He's definitely not anywhere near a Super Saiyan 3, I can assure you of that, but I definitely want to do a video on that in the future at some point. Maybe it'll be video Monday, one of my shorter discussions, but it could turn into a long one that I might not want to have for that day. But we'll see about that. But yeah, it kind of was a cop-out ending to that movie in a way, but I see what they were trying to do with it. But it could have been executed better, in my opinion. If episode of Bardock was canon, would that make him the Super Saiyan that the legend told of? Now, I'm not... I hope I didn't... I think I did forget to shout people out earlier. I apologize. I always forget. I've said it before. I really am a forgetful person. But Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God. What? Goku? Vegeta? Gohan? What is it? But yeah, he asked this question. I apologize if I forgot to shout you out. I really do forget all the time. And it's just how I operate, I guess. I don't mean to. But... anyways, if it was canon, would he be the Super Saiyan God of, the Super Saiyan of Legend? I don't think so necessarily, because there's a lot of, it's hard to discuss because of the multiple timelines that can occur in Dragon Ball. Because when he got sent back in time, you'd have to think that he created another timeline, and whether that one would connect to ours or not, it's really unknown. And Super Saiyan God, if you haven't seen my video on who is the legendary Super Saiyan, I suggest you check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description below so you can check that out. Comment on that video and tell me your thoughts, because I do touch upon the whole time travel thing towards the end of the video, so definitely check that out. I don't want to get into all of it right here, because I would be sitting here for like, you know, 5-6 minutes talking about this one question. I'm going really slow at the questions. I might make this a longer Q&A, I don't know. It is really late though. Do you think Piccolo will gain a huge power boost in the new DBZ movie? I don't know if that is it necessarily, but I think he'll have his moment. They definitely made it seem like that from the trailer, but I don't know if he'll necessarily get a power boost. How long do you think it'll take you to get to 1K? From Dr. Love 307. I think that by like midway through the summer I'll have around 1,000. I think because that's when the Dragon Ball Z stuff is going to hit its peak. After Xenoverse, I'm going to get a spike in subscriber count, I imagine. And after the new film, there'll be a lot of discussions I'll try to throw out there, because as much as I want to see it in an English release first, you know, in theaters, I'm going to end up watching the Japanese one so I can talk about it with you guys. It's just kind of how this should operate at this point, and it really will be necessary to my channel growth. If I miss all that, then I missed a huge opportunity. So I think during the summer I'll get 1,000, and I'm really hoping I can get 2K by the end of the year. It's a stretch, but I hope I can get to that level, and then I'll be pretty satisfied with my expectations there. What if Nappa and Raditz both joined the Z Fighters? Say Raditz survived the special beam cannon from Piccolo and begged for his life, offering his help in the coming invasion, and Nappa survived the blast from Vegeta and begged the same to Goku and the survivors after that fight. How would it affect the series? I think it wouldn't affect it too much, other than maybe the beginning of Namek, because I would imagine that Raditz and Nappa would have been training just about as much as Vegeta has, and they don't have very much potential in my opinion. So I don't think that they necessarily would affect the series too much. They probably would have been taken out by like a transformed Zarbon or something. It definitely would have been the Ginyu Force would have taken them out easily. So I don't think, I guess we both see them. Maybe if they were being wished back by the Dragon Balls and whatnot, when we could maybe see them as Super Saiyans later, but I don't think they would be able to cause a major like ripple in the timeline or a big effect necessarily. Will Frieza need something along the lines of Blood's waves? I imagine they meant Blutz waves. Of the Blutz waves Vegeta needed to achieve Super Saiyan 4 as the gap is huge, but let's face it, Vegeta went from Super Saiyan 2 to 4 no bother. Now, real briefly, I might be wrong, and some of you may comment in the description below and correct me, or the comment section. Super Saiyan 4, I think from what GT was going off of, you just need to be a powerful Super Saiyan 1 and then have those Blutz waves emitting on you, and then you could transform into a Super Saiyan 4. That's what I got from it. It's been a little bit since I've seen GT, but that's what I get. I think you just need to be a strong Super Saiyan 1, and obviously, you know, GT's non-canon, we all know that, but I think that was really cool, and it really made it seem like the original Super Saiyan in my mind would have been a Super Saiyan 4 type character. And I said this before, I really love the design of Super Saiyan 4. I love the backstory. A couple little problems, but I think it was a better you know, explanation of the form than Super Saiyan God, in my honest opinion. I know a lot of people will completely disagree with me, and that's fine, but that's just how I feel. I've always loved Super Saiyan 4. But let's see, will Frieza need a power-up or something like the Blutz waves? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. It's really puzzling what could be his power boost, because he obviously gets it from somewhere, but it might just be from the training he'll be doing, but I'm not really sure. Have you read the document I sent you through Facebook about the misconceptions of DBZ? Where are your thoughts? You know, I do remember now. I did read it, and I'll have to look at the document again, because it was a couple weeks ago, and I had gotten carried away with work and stuff. I think that's what was going on. There was a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, I did take a look at it, and I'll go look at it again, and I'll get back to you on Facebook about it. I apologize that I had forgotten, but I will definitely remember to get back to you on that. Could Mecha Frieza kill? No, because we didn't see him. Well, he did kill that henchman, so I guess he can kill. I know what question we're going to end off on. A white liquid came out of my butt. What does it mean? You should probably go see a doctor for that. I mean, not a regular doctor. You're going to need to see a specialist down in Mexico. They don't come cheap, though, and they also aren't licensed. But you're definitely going to want to check them out. I'm not in that jurisdiction to comment on your white liquid that comes out of your butt. But that's really it for that question. Would you like DBZ as much as you do now if all the extra all the characters' genders were switched around? I think I would like them about the same. Gender doesn't matter to me all that much. As an initial like connection to a character, it matters, but you know, I've played a lot of games where females are the lead roles. Mirror's Edge, you know, Tomb Raider, Alien Isolation. They've had phenomenal characters in them. So the genders don't really matter, but I think there would be less of a connection at the start because I am a male. And I can relate to like Gohan and Goku in some ways. They like to eat a lot and I like to eat a lot. So that's one connection. Maybe if the girls still like to eat. But who knows. Alright, this is the one we're going to end it off on. Congrats on 400 subs. In a year, I can see you at 100,000. You know, man, I would absolutely love to have 100,000 subs. But the way I look at it is, like I said, I expect to be like around 2,000 at the end of the year, hopefully. But Quaman's not even at 100,000 subs. He'll probably get there. I think he'll get there by August. At the rate he's growing, I've been doing a lot of research on the growth rates and stuff, and I'm not like, you know, an expert on it, but I've been trying to do a lot of research on that stuff, and I can see him at around August. He'll have around 100,000 subs. If he keeps up the growth he has and does plenty of videos on Xenoverse, then it could shoot him up even higher. But me, myself, give it like 5 years, maybe I'll have 100,000, maybe. But definitely not in a year, unless something crazy happens with YouTube's like algorithms and stuff like that. But interesting question. Definitely appreciate all the support. Obviously, this is from a very, very loyal fan who loves my content, I would assume, or they're just trolling me. But this one's getting answered next time. Cliffhanger ending. That has been the Q&A, guys. If you enjoyed it, definitely hit the like button. Ask me your questions, you know, on my Ask FM, of course. Keep the questions rolling in so we can keep these Q&As rolling out. But that has been it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.